Evening or morning or whatever time it is. Today I'm going to be discussing the dplyr package in the tidyverse. So very brief summary. Dplyr is a data manipulation package that allows someone to make changes to a data frame, whether that's adding columns or removing rows or renaming things or shuffling things around. And honestly, the best summary is just kind of diving right into it. So that's what I'm going to do using the iris data, which I have pulled up here, which you can see is 150 different observations of different irises and their various lengths and widths of items and their species. So the first changes we're going to make to this data frame is we're going to work with the rows. So our first command is the filter command, which allows someone to select specific rows based on whether or not they follow a specific criteria. In my example, I only want irises with big petals, so I'll take the averages, and based on those averages, I will filter out flowers or irises with petal values that are greater than their averages, which we can see here in line 18. So I'll run this real fast. Take a look, and we've cut down our data frame from 150 to 84 observations, and they follow the criteria. The next command is slice, which will help you select rows based on their position inside the data frame. Pretty simple. I want the first 10 rows, and so if we take a look at my line 22 code, I slice out 1 through 10, rows 1 through 10, and take a look at the data frame made from that. And we see here we've got rows 1 through 10 from the initial iris data frame. Pretty simple stuff. Arrange is our next command, and it helps you reorder rows. So for example, I want to show the sepal length in descending order, which is what this command right here inside the arrange function means. So I'll run that real fast, and we'll take a look, and how about it? We've got our biggest sepal length up at the number 1, and our smallest sepal length down at 150. Pretty simple stuff still. Keep it on. The last row altering command I want to talk about is summarize, which, shocker, allows you to make summaries of various rows. Now, the important thing about this is that you usually need group by to make it what you want. So, for example, I want to find the mean petal width here of all the different flowers, but I want to group them by the various species. Group by should always be before summarize, and let's just run this and see what it looks like. And lo and behold, we've got actually a very small but informative little data frame right here that shows what the mean petal width of the various species of flowers. So it cut down our giant data frame into a very simple and informative data frame. So the next few commands are for altering the columns. So first I have select, which is just like slice except for columns, not rows. So if I don't want any petal information in my iris data frame, I'll cut out rows 3 and 4, which now, as we can see, we just have the sepal information and the species. Great stuff. Far more important, in my personal opinion, is the mutate command. It allows you to make new columns based on altered versions of other columns. I think the technical term is that they're functions of previous columns. Oftentimes people take logs of data to make it normal or whatever. But in my example, I'm just going to I want a new column that's the ratio of the petal length to the petal width, so which we see here in line 43. So let's run this, and let's take a look at my new column. Wowee, ratio right here. And I mean, it's just the information I wanted. And so that basically covers all the commands that I wanted to. I know I rushed through that, but they're all pretty simple, I think, and pretty intuitive. And the last thing I wanted to show was the fact that you can actually group multiple commands together to make a nice, concise data frame exactly what you want. So, for example, I want a data frame that's from iris, but just the Virginica species. So, I filter out the species, Virginica. I relocate. This is a command I didn't cover, but functionally it just reorders the columns. So I want species first. I want to select the first 3 columns because I only care about the sepal length, or sepal information, obviously, and I want the ratio. So running that, taking a look. Wowee, what a beautiful data set. Thank you for watching, and I hope this covers what it needs to cover.